Good literature, Dr. Curt Thompson writes, like all meaningful art, helps us access the beauty of what it means to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of our lives. In The Soul of Desire, Curt directs and redirects us, as a good therapist always does, to help us understand how to live a life defined by the psalmist's longing to dwell in the house of the Lord, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord. But such journeys have to start first by recognizing the underlying misalignment of our assumptions, the false prejudgments we make of ourselves and others, and how we are often unable to name our own desires and articulate them clearly. This intimate journey of hope, complex and daunting as it may be, has specific names in this book, names such as Aaron, Carmen and Graham, Tara, Hudson, and Charlotte. Curt tells us their precious and sacred stories. This is a journey toward a community of authentic hope, healing, and tears. Psychotherapy provides a setting in which shame is deconstructed through, and in the presence of, a properly boundaried, empathetic relationship, and in which movement towards secure attachment is initiated and sustained, Curt writes. Curt's other important work, The Soul of Shame, has been a guidebook for my own healing over the years. Curt is an expert guide into the dark and cold caves of shame. When I was going through a severe, dark night of the soul several years back, a dear friend, also a therapist and an author, told me that my cave of shame was off limits. He simply forbade me to go there. It was Curt's work that helped me to see the anatomy of my own shame and massage the shame toxins out of my system in order to stay out of such disastrous darkness. It was then that I also began to fully understand kintsugi, a craft tradition of Japanese refinement that I was introduced to earlier in my life as a national scholar at Tokyo University of Art in Nihonga. Kintsugi, a venerable Japanese tradition of mending broken pottery with lacquer and powdered gold, is a path toward seeing the fractures and fragments as something to be highlighted with gold, thereby making the resulting mended object more valuable than the original, as valuable as the original may have been before it was broken. As we gaze upon the broken body and beauty of Christ, Curt notes, we are in intimate contact with Jesus' wounds. The post-resurrection body of Christ still bears the nail marks, and by his wounds we are healed.